Hey guys, so today we're filing a clutch basket. If you think your bike needs a clutch basket filed, one of the biggest telltale signs is if you're riding and you pull a clutch in and come to a stop, if it still is lurching forward, like you kind of rev it up and it kind of like wants to move forward and it doesn't shift into neutral really easy, the clutch basket might need filed. So what that looks like, the reason for that is you've got your clutch basket and the clutch plates will start to wear these notches in here. And where you get the lurching from is when you pull the clutch in, the plates are supposed to separate a little bit so they'll spin, but these notches hold the plates tight so that the plates don't open up and let you really fall into a neutral when the clutch is pulled in. So what we got to do is we got to take all these high ribs off of these fingers. So I just want to kind of show you a couple tips on how I like to do it to kind of make sure that you do it as good as you can. Really the best fix is to just replace the basket. I know in my 01 I put a new basket in it, and what it did is it was all aluminum, but it had a stainless steel plate that wrapped around, so it was stainless steel on each wall here, so the plates actually hit up against the stainless steel little piece of metal, and it helps it so it doesn't wear out so fast like this solid aluminum one. But I think that basket was like $200, so they're expensive, and you can file these down and get some more life out of them. But one of the big things is I like to hold on to it. Just take a piece of cardboard and clamp onto that inside gear. You don't need to make it killer tight, because you're not going to be putting a whole lot of pressure on this, but you want to make sure that it doesn't really move around a lot. So another tip I like to do is you want to make sure the way these fingers are cut is if you put the file in here on both sets of teeth, that's how you want to do it. You don't want to just try to work on one and kind of go like this, because it's hard to keep the file from tipping. And if you look at it, these are cut, and it's kind of hard to see. These are machined so that they're directly lined up. So then these two will go together, these two will go together, these two go together, these two go together, and you can take it and, hang on. So how I like to do it is I like to take the file and start it up against both sides here, hold a little bit of pressure in the middle, and then you just want to go forward with it. A file only cuts going forward, it doesn't cut backwards. So don't go here and just start going like this. You want to kind of go forward. It makes a really annoying screeching sound, but that's what happens. So you want to kind of make sure you hold on both. That makes sure that you get the angle right inside here. So make sure your file's long enough. If not, you might want to go to Harbor Freight or wherever you can get a file and get one that's long enough to hit both of them. And don't use a super coarse file. This file is fairly fine. Make sure it's clean-ish. You can blow them out as long as you don't let it build up really bad. You can take an air gun, put it right up against it, and blow all the shavings out of it. But you just want to keep going. I've done one here. You don't need to get it perfect. Actually, if you could leave a little pocket on each one of them, then they're all set evenly. If you can do that on each side of all of them, then it's already even. What you don't want to do is you don't want to take one way down and then not the other ones, because what will happen there is one of these tabs on the clutch, if that wall that it's supposed to sit up against is machined way back or filed way back, then this tab no longer holds any load. And if that tab's not holding any load or an even amount of load compared to all of them, then it's going to put more stress on the other ones and no stress on that one. So if all of them are different, which they will be to a certain extent, then you'll only have one taking most of the load and then the rest of them not taking as much of a load. So if you can leave just a little bit on there, then you know that that it should be even. If you do that to all of them, you know you didn't take an 1/8 inch off of this one and 1/4 inch off the next one, and so on. So if you're filing your clutch basket, keep some of these tips in mind and just get back out on the trail and ride. If you guys made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe. If you guys want to get some AMSOIL yourself, there's a link down below. You guys can buy it. See you guys on the next one.